What's up YouTube? This is going to be probably the final collection video for quite some time now, because this is going to be pretty much the collection for the foreseeable future. So I guess I'll get started and try and give you as much detail on each guitar as I can, so I'm not missing anything out. The first one is the Japanese Fender Jazz Bass. This is a 1996 50th anniversary. You can see here with that sticker, because it was 50 years from 1946 at the time this guitar was made in Japan. The guitar originally came with a red tortoiseshell scratch plate, which I replaced for a Chinese brand scratch plate, because the American one didn't fit. It was a completely different shape for some bizarre reason. But other than that, it's exactly how it came out in 1996 with the two pickup covers. One nice thing about this particular model is that it actually has insulation for all the cavities, as well as the saddle, which was, I guess, done by the previous owner. Since I've got it, the only thing I've actually done to it is I've fitted chrome Fender brand strap locks, and just give it a good nice clean. What else can I say about this? It's not particularly heavy. It's about £8, and it's a very good guitar for the money. But as with all Japanese models, they are an absolute sod to get, because they don't export them outside Japan too often. So you don't see many of these about. My first Japanese Fender, the Mustang. This is a 2011. Not much, again, stock as usual. The only modifications I've done are the bridge cover, this piece. It just came off my competition one that I owned before this. Again, like the other one, this is completely shielded inside with black paint instead of pet copper, which is still a good conductor. And the only other upgrades I've done, again, the Fender strap box in chrome and some Clusen tuner heads in classic cream, because originally they were chrome. The famous one, you could say, limited to 500, made originally for the Japanese market. This is the Devil Kathleen special edition. Originally, as I said, it was only for Japan, and because of lackluster sales, they decided to sell it outside of Japan, and as a result I managed to order one in, which I was kind of lucky to get. It's an Epiphone custom shop. It didn't come with any bags or anything, but I have since purchased an Epiphone card case, a more up-to-date one than the previous one I used to own, which is a lot better quality. Upgrades to this are quite significant compared to the last two. Gibson custom truss rod cover, which was made in the USA by a guy. I've also got the original clear truss rod done up with the Death Devil logo. The headstock's been fitted with Gibson Deluxe tuners with cream heads. The body has been fitted with Bursbucker Pro pickups in gold, neck and bridge. The tailpiece and the saddles are stock, the original ones, because they didn't need replacing, because they're exactly the same as the Gibson brand would be anyway. The toggle and the jack are Switchcraft, which both came from an SG 1996, along with the CTS pots, which is 2 volume and a tone. Other than that, there isn't much to say really. I do fit Dunlop strap locks onto the straps when I put it on, but it's the other type with the circular disc, because the normal Dunlops won't work with this particular guitar, because your leg will be resting on this and they pop out quite easily. Okay. The last part, most recent part and last part of the collection for the time being, the Chapman ML1. This is number 21 for 2013, and as I call it, Crunchy, which was based on an image that Paul Jones put up on his Facebook page, which is cool. It's been signed on the back by the captain of Anderson's. He wasn't there on the day that I collected it because he was doing videos with Rob, including the Firebird X. Modifications, there aren't that many. I've put Fender black strap locks onto the guitar. I did try doing a lot of strap locks, but they didn't quite work out because of the screws not matching up with the body. The back, I've got a signed Scratchplate upstairs, which I'm not sure if I'll fit or not, with all of Dorje signed and Philex as well. There's the Dorje sticker. This guitar is solid mahogany and a maple neck, and it's very heavy. It's exactly the same weight as my Les Paul's, so it gives you some idea of how heavy this thing is compared to my Mustang, which is £7. The pickup upgrade I've done is a Tone Rider 57 Classic, which it can be coil split and tapped, and also reversed if you want to sort out some widgery with the wiring. But other than that, it's exactly the same as how it came from the shop. And as my friend would say, it's a very, very good guitar for the money, and he's dying to get one himself now. And I have to say, it's a very nice, easy playing guitar to own. Now moving on to the Gibsons. This is the first of the Joe Bonamassas that I purchased, which, as I've shown before, is signed by Joe in Blackpool last year. This is a March 2011. The upgrades I've done to the particular guitar are mine, to say the least. I've just wrapped it reverse over the bridge, which wasn't how it came originally. I put a proper black scratch plate onto the body, which was originally black with white binding. Cream toggle head, which it was originally black, and I've added pointers, and in the cavity on the back I've added USA Bumblebee capacitors to give it that more vintage sound. The pickups are still 2 and 3 burst pucker pickups. Oh, and I've changed the tuners on this particular one to the crown type, just to make it a bit different from the other guitars that I've got. The next is probably the most heaviest modified Les Paul that I own, which is the Bonamassa Les Paul Voz 2012 model. Originally this was the 2008 Les Paul Standard, with the guitar completely gutted and started again effectively. It has a USA custom Truss cover that again was made in the USA. The body's very, very light. Nice features of the guitar is the 50s asymmetrical neck, so it's not quite as beefy as a 50s neck, but it's still quite nice and thick, which is the way I like it. Modifications to the actual body itself, black toggle surround, gold pointers, changing the knobs to the Bonamassa style, along with the saddle over the top. In the back, it's being fitted with 4 50s 500 KCTS pots, USA Bumblebees, and it's, as you can probably tell, the wiring's been done very nicely. These aren't Gibson branded CTS pots, by the way. This has been replaced. This was originally a Neutrik jack, which, as most people will tell you, is a pile of crap. Oh, and this used to be a circuit board inside this, the second generation version, and that, compared to the early one, it's nowhere near as good, so that had to go anyway. And the most recent upgrade is obviously the Joe Bonamassa pickups, which are effectively 59 pickups from his Seymour Skinner, and they have a nice clear bright tone to them, which I really like. Last thing to note is it's being fitted with Dunlop strap locks, but the 08 standard usually came with those anyway. Next next one is the Gabby Moore variation of the Bonamassa. This one I actually got before the Bonamassa, which kind of implored me to get the other one done the same. So it's pretty much set up the exact same way as the previous one. The only difference being that the neck pickup has been reversed, magnetised, and also I've changed the pickup around, and it's a very nice nasally tone to it. This is a 2010 Les Paul's traditional originally. The last guitar is a faded Les Paul Standard and Heritage Cherry. This is a 2008 model, so the first year of the traditionals. So it's had some age to it. It's a lovely back to it. Here you can see the wood for grain on. Haven't done anything to it at all. Haven't even put strap locks on it yet. I might do. I've got a spare set upstairs now from the other Bonamassa that I passed on to get the Chapman. But other than that, the guitar is completely stock. The only change I've done to it is put standard control knobs on, the pointers, and I've put a Yui Hirasawa truss rod there, but I do still have the standard one upstairs. So this is effectively a stock guitar in the traditional line with 57 classics. Okay, moving on to the sound. At the moment, I've only got one pickup rig. I've got a Blackstar HT5C, which is a pre-generation of HTR, which is unusual to the current run because this particular one has a 10-inch Celestion speaker, whereas the current HTC has a 12-inch Blackbird speaker inside it. I also have a matching cabinet which does have the 50 Blackbird speaker inside, and I've only got two pedals at the moment, but I do want to get a reverb pedal called a reflector. So I've got two booster pedals, the Governor, and the more bluesy one, the Blues Breaker. So basically it works the same way as the Tube Screamer. So the Governor does the highs, the Blues Breaker does the lows, and it blends together quite nicely through the speaker. Alright. Last note is I'm looking for a Hitchcock's case for the Chapman guitar, so if anyone's after selling a Fender style one, let me know and I'll hopefully get in touch with you soon. Toodles.